Hey. This is Matthew Harvey here with a 12 o'clock siren recording live at the 903 Broadband Studios at the Cowboy Corner on the southeast side of the downtown Leonard Square. On my left hand is James Airmail Hartley.
Airmail, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what you do in cornhole? Oh.
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay.
I was going to say it's a new pronoun.
Yeah. My pronouns are air and mail.
Airmail.
Yeah. Awesome. How you been, man?
Doing good.
It's been a couple weeks,
Been
huh?
a few weeks. We've had a couple things not quite line up schedule-wise over the past couple weeks. I tried to get somebody in, didn't come in.
When was Tony and Jamie on?
It must have been like 3 weeks ago. Probably 3 or 4.
Jeez.
Maybe a month.
Really?
Yeah, it might be that long.
Dang, I told Jamie I was going to text him every day to annoy him. I have not texted him once.
You didn't do it?
Uh-uh.
Jeez.
I know it.
Well, we are here talking about cornhole with that board guy, Kevin Moore.
How are y'all doing?
What's
Good,
up, man?
Good. Welcome to the Siren.
Right on.
Is anybody feeding that audience? Because we haven't been here in a month, but they sound
They
peppy.
are back and loud.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Kevin, how are you, man?
I'm wonderful, boss. How about yourself?
I'm all right, dude. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
All I do is work and go home.
Yeah? Yeah? You work out there in Trenton, Texas?
Yes, I do.
You live in Trenton, Texas?
Yes, I do.
Jeez, I'm barely ever in Trenton, so that makes sense.
Sounds like you're not bored.
No.
It's a
Yeah.
clever name.
Yeah.
I am bored a lot.
That board guy, so that means you make cornhole boards, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You've been doing it for a few years now, haven't you?
2 years.
2 years. 2
Jeez.
years, really?
Yes.
Okay.
We're definitely getting to that age where we keep being astounded at how fast time is passing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
2 years at the cornhole board game. You've come a long way.
Yes.
I've got to
out,
say.
Yeah, started out kind of rough.
Did it?
Yes.
I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
Just trying to, not sanded rough or like?
No,
Oh.
just like figuring things out. There's a lot of things to figure out in cornhole board making that no one tells you right off the bat.
It's a closely guarded
So-
state secret.
Yeah.
You're talking to a couple guys here, James. I think I can speak for you when you say you're a below novice.
I'll say it like this.
You know the game, that's about it, right?
I'm better at cornhole than I was, say, at playing tight end in high school football,
Yeah,
but I'm not very good at cornhole.
gotcha.
Okay.
As far as knowledge about tournaments and things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, like I've got a little bit of it just from what we've talked about, Kevin, and seen on Addicted to Cornhole. It's, I'd say mid-range, not skill-wise,
Sure.
but just knowledge about it. Ton of stuff
Yes.
when it comes to this little game.
Yes.
You just
that I'm
compared it
shocked.
to the Jeeping community.
Yeah, and it reminds me a lot of you get into the Jeep world and, oh, my God, this is a ravenous, excited community of people.
Yeah, because it's just like people see a Jeep and you see your basic Jeep or whatnot, and then people see cornhole boards and they see their basic cornhole boards and whatnot. If you like it, you like it. You know, you go with it, and then you see what you can get into and all the little details that you can start getting into in the Jeep world or the cornhole world. And there is a lot of stuff that goes on.
This is what
Mhm.
really turned my head the other day in the Addicted to Cornhole, the group on Facebook, right? Somebody has a bottle of conditioner that you can wash your bags in to give them the right, like,
Texture and heft.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's
They
crazy,
do.
isn't it?
You know what that
Yes, they do.
sounds
And
like to me?
That's great, but, I mean, that's just wild. I never would have thought,
Yes.
you know?
You know what that sounds like to me? Somebody said, there's a lot of buzz around this industry. I'm going to pour this conditioner into this bottle, you know?
Possibly.
You know what I mean?
But it's solving an issue, right? Like there are, I guess, stronger bags or more
They use it
brittle or
for
rigid.
they use it for bag break-in.
Okay, so
to
it's
break
like,
in the bags because it
when
actually,
you get them, they're
it's like
stiff,
putting
right?
like tongue oil on your catcher's mitt or
Kind
something.
of, kind of, yes. I think that's the idea, and I don't know enough about bags to really say it's, you know.
Based off your Facebook post, you've had your hand on
Oh
a
no,
few.
that's it.
Anyway,
oh,
sorry.
my
moving
Lord,
on.
that was good. That's good. Nobody will get that. This
No,
listen.
go check out Matthew's Facebook, and y'all
Oh,
y'all get
man.
the reference.
I
Anyway,
know
yeah,
a little
sorry.
bit about bags. I would track my
Just a little bit. Been around them once, maybe.
Holy smokes. But anyway, yeah, cornhole bags. I know less about, but I guess they come stiff and not
Yeah, well, you'll have
soft.
let me. I can go into a small
Wrinkly
explanation to them. They have a fast side and a slow side. Each side's made out of different material.
Okay.
The fast side is going to move faster on the board. Slow side is going to move slower on the board.
Kind of like golf.
I didn't know that there was a
Putters and
fast
stuff.
side or a slow side.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course, I didn't even know what tight end was in football either. So there you go.
Right. Really?
No, I knew. I just wasn't very good at it.
That's all right. We didn't have football. Yeah, they have fast sides and slow sides made out of different material. There's also different fills in the bag, and the fill in the bag is a plastic resin that's in there, and it could be different sizes, different weights to make the bags do different things, just like the fabric on the outside makes a bag does different things whenever the player does different shots.
Right on. You don't do the bags though. We're talking about boards here.
There you go.
So you started off with you said like a not the best specimen, but you've come a long way,
Yeah.
and you've added a lot to it, and tweaked here and tweaked there, and got on these boards and seen what was out there,
Yes.
and made a lot of tweaks to design something that's pretty unique to yourself.
Yes.
That's what I thought was pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about your board and how you make it, and specs on it as far as inches off the ground and all this stuff comes into play. Bounce of the
Yes.
board,
Yeah.
Tell us a little about all that.
All right.
Loaded question.
Exactly. My cornhole boards that I make now, they're 12 inches in the back, 3 inches in the front, 24 inches across, 40 inches down, 6-inch hole, 9 inches in the center of that off the top of it. They're made out of Baltic birch, 18 millimeter Baltic birch. Everything is cut out on a CNC router, Laguna, Smart Shop. Thank you, Laguna. And
Baltic birch, is that standard?
yes.
Like is that what everybody's making them out of?
Well,
or?
it's not what everybody's making them out of, but if you want to be on the higher end of cornhole board building, then you'll make it out of Baltic birch, and you'll make it out of 18 millimeter.
So what did the Kevin Moore workshop look like when you first started?
Oh wow! I'll tell you. Can I tell the real story about that?
Yeah,
The shop
please.
that I'm in.
That's why you're here.
Uncensored news here.
That's why you're here, man.
Okay, so the shop that I'm in right now, my sister owns that shop. She bought the house that goes with it. Long before then, there was some illegal activity that went on. There was some meth manufacturing in that shop at one time.
That's how
All
most
right.
businesses start.
Yeah. And
At
after
least in Fannin County.
Yeah.
after that, there was a rabbits in that shop. We had some people that were breeding rabbits in the shop, and I got it after all that. So I had a lot of cleaning to do in this shop that I'm in right now before I got settled in good.
So when you first started, like the tools and stuff we're using, just your standard like kind of wood shop tools.
Yes, I was using table saws.
Yeah, skill saw, whatever.
Yes, just your basic whatever I had laying around, because I wasn't really expecting to be doing this. It just stumbled upon me. So yeah, really basic tools whenever I started.
What's the what would you say the tool is now that you can't live without?
My CNC.
Yeah, well, I guess that stands to reason.
Yes, because with my CNC, every board is cut the exact same way every single time. Every piece is the exact same way every time.
That's cool.
I don't have to worry about anything being off. Assembly is perfect every time, especially the way I've got them cut now.
So, is there a computer program that runs that?
Yes, there is.
Was that like a little bit of a learning curve to get that all figured
big
out?
one.
Yeah, because I want to say if you were like, hey, go make a cornhole board with this CNC machine, it would.
Write the program.
Yeah, I'd be like, oof, okay.
Well, I got the machine before I even knew how to write programs in it. So,
A little on the job training.
yes, and luckily I have one of my buddies in Allen, David Lewis. Thank you. He has helped me tremendously in this. He's shown me a lot how to program. He's actually the one that wrote all the programs for this stuff now.
How did he get? I mean, is that kind of what he does for a living, or?
He's a helicopter pilot.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But he's a CNC extraordinaire.
Yeah, he's got 4 little ones sitting in his 1-car garage, and 4x8 in there.
Oh, nice. When you started
programs,
when you started making cornhole boards, like obviously there's a market for them, right? We were talking about the tournaments earlier and stuff, and there's big, cornhole's a growing sport, I guess you'd call it.
Yes.
Activity. But when did you think, oh, okay, this has got some legs?
Whenever
you've been getting the work done before too.
Do what?
You've been getting the work done before elsewhere, and worked up to that machine.
Oh yeah. When I first started making them, I was making them out of 2x4s and 5/8 inch plywood from Home Depot.
Right.
And then people just kept buying them. And one of my buddies, I saw him at a cornhole tournament, and I didn't even know they had tournaments like that back then either. And he wanted me to make them some boards, and I was like, well, I can make them better than what y'all have there. They were still out of 2x4s and stuff, but I made them better. And then I just kept saying, I can make it better, I can make it better, I can make it better. And I just didn't stop.
Right. And now, like, I mean, it's orders come and come, right? I mean, it's a
yes.
Jeez, man.
Well, then tell us about the specifics on the design. With the edges and the hopping and the.
All right.
'Cause that's pretty cool. I like this part.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that go into, in my opinion, into designing a cornhole board. Anyone can make them, and anyone can make a good one. But to make a real good one, you need to draw it in CAD first. You need to have a CNC, and you can make a perfect one. And whenever you get to do it like that, you can do it your way and not someone else's way. And the way I do it is when my material goes on the CNC router is what cuts all the material out. The bottoms to my tops, my framework actually sits inside of that. The center struts that go across the center of the cornhole board, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. They literally tee out the side, and the side rails actually lock that down. So every piece on mine locks together.
So it's very structurally sound.
Yeah.
Very. And beyond that right there, instead of my legs just coming back and just touching the last center strut, my legs are actually notched out and they fit completely around it. So it's touching in two places that are at least 3/4 of an inch wide. That's better than one spot being an 1/8 inch wide.
Sure.
And then on the front of my boards, instead of it just being on a single corner that may be touching an 1/8 inch of the ground, mine sits on 1.5 inches flat, so it doesn't move.
Okay.
But doesn't that make the front of the board lower?
No, not at all, because CAD is your best friend. When you draw everything out in CAD, you can manipulate all angles until everything works out perfect.
So
And that's how I did it.
So you adjusted for that notch, or not notching, but what you took off.
The flat in the front?
Yeah.
Yes. You can put a flashlight on each side of it, and you can't see daylight underneath that or the legs when everything's sitting flat.
Oh, you checked it out, huh?
Yes. It's 3 inches
Does
front.
it make a difference?
Yes, it makes a difference.
And what would you say that difference is?
Instead of them bouncing around, some cornhole boards, they bounce and move and stuff like that, and you got to kick them like a soccer ball. Mine sits still, and I'm proud of that.
Cool. What surfaces?
How do you finish the surface?
What surface when they're sitting, like cement or tile, or what surfaces do you think they perform the best on?
Oh, I don't care what you put them on.
Okay.
I've put them on carpet, concrete, AstroTurf, anything slick concrete. They sit still.
Cool.
I mean, they'll move just somewhat a little bit. I'm not going to say they're 100% sitting still.
Yeah, they're not like staked in.
Are people looking for a board that sits?
Yes.
Yeah, no
Yes.
bounce like
No
when it is.
bounce, no movement.
That's the freestyle cornhole league.
Yeah, I mean we're amateurs, you
Yeah.
know. I mean sub amateurs, I guess, really.
Yeah. You make practice boards?
Yes, I do.
That's awesome. And
What's
that's-
that?
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, so you'll have a trainer board that's, instead of a standard cornhole board, is 24 inches wide, 48 inches tall. The trainer boards are 18 inches wide to 9 inches tall. So you have to shoot down the center of the lane, center of the board.
Right. I mean, it's,
It
Slide
forces-
it up,
yes.
slide it up, or airmail.
yeah, it's
yes.
basically like free throw practice.
It forces you
It's
to
clever.
shoot the shot straight up the center of the board, or you fail because you're going to go off the side right there. And also on mine, I've got a 2-inch wooden fence that is removable that you can set them on there for airmail shots.
Huh. A fence, like what? What do you mean?
It's a piece of the same 18 millimeter birch cut to 2 inches tall. On each side of it, it literally fits into the trainer board with a friction fit. So it goes in, stays there. You can hit it, move it. It's not going to move. You can hit it. And then whenever you want to take it out to just do normal training straight up the board, you just pull it straight out.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's cool. So you do regular full size boards, regulation, all that.
Yes.
Would you call them a trainer board?
Yes.
Nice.
Also do Snipe Pipes.
Snipe pipe.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Sounds
that?
cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's fake.
It does.
Like you're about to pull my
You
leg
just
or
made
something.
that up.
Snipe pipe is literally taking the whole of the cornhole board and going straight down with it and taking all the rest of the surface away. So the only thing that you can see down there is a literal wooden tube that is cut to the same angle as the cornhole board and is the same height as where the hole would be at that point.
Huh. So like a stove pipe.
Kind of,
Snipe
yes.
pipe.
That's what they call it on the East Coast.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Whoa, East Coast, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We're peeling back the layers here.
It's the next East Coast West Coast rivalry right
I
there.
know.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Snipe pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So you make snipe pipes, trainer boards, full size boards.
Mm-hmm. And score towers.
There's more.
Yes.
But wait, I feel
What-
like I'm talking to Mike.
Billy Mays or
Yeah,
whatever.
Billy Mays.
Billy
That's
Hayes.
right.
Billy Mays.
Is it?
Billy
Okay,
Mays, yeah.
It
Rest
really
in
does
peace.
matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yes.
sure. That
Yeah.
does matter.
It does. What's the score tower? I mean, it says it in the name. I got it. But
Score tower is made out of the same 18 millimeter Baltic birch, and it's literally a 3.5 foot tall tower. Let's see how to say this.
that keeps score.
Yeah, they keep scores, man. Can't you picture that? No, it's flat. It's flat, and then at the bottom of it, it's got legs that stay on this one flat surface, and then you have another piece that locks into the bottom. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 legs
Right.
at the bottom of it, and then you can literally go up to it, and it's shaped like a queen's piece
Sure.
on a
Chess.
chess table.
Yep.
Yes. So follow that, go up, and it curves out. You'll have your numbers running down the side of it right there, where you keep a little clip, and you go up as you score up to the very top of it, to where you'll have 2 pieces of the same 18 millimeter Baltic birch sliding down over it for your cup holders and your iPad holders
Okay.
on it.
Oh, nice. iPad
Yes.
holder too.
Yes.
But I have a Yeti. Will my Yeti fit in that?
Any Yeti that you have will fit in that with an 1/8 inch reveal all the way around it.
I swear he didn't feed me these questions before.
That's the biggest. Maybe I'm outing myself as a public school kid here, but that's the biggest hurdle to cornhole for me is keeping up with the score.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You sunk 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, now you buy
I'm
my
useless.
tower and you have the score right there, and you can literally put your phone inside of my tower and do it on your phone if you don't want to just go up the side of it.
I just get these like visualizations of people, like when like Tiger Woods, he'd go out and like film his swing. Like there's probably people in their backyard like filming their
Yes.
toss.
Yes, there is.
So let me
think-
guess.
I think that's
You
what that's
make-
for, right?
What?
The iPad holder?
No,
be-
that's so you can keep score, because there's
Oh.
apps that you can just,
Oh,
instead of
oh.
moving the clip up the side of it, you just keep your score on the iPad.
Can
on
you
your
film
phone.
yourself off the score tower?
He makes a tripod for your iPad out of 18 millimeter Baltic birch.
18 millimeter Baltic birch is a big deal, man. It's hard to come by these days.
Dude, everything is hard to come
Guess
by.
what? Russia don't want to send it over here.
Nope. Oh, you little Americans in your cornhole.
Your Baltic
Terrible.
birch cornhole.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I still got a stash.
A Baltic birch, 18 millimeter.
18 millimeter Baltic birch.
Hey,
I
man,
got a stash of
How much
it.
can I get some of that 18 millimeter Baltic birch?
You ain't got
for?
enough money.
Holding out.
You ain't got enough money.
Score towers.
Yes.
And
That's coming. What you're recording off of them, I am going to make a device that fits into your score tower to where you can put your iPhone in it and record.
For those
for
nail biter
airmail shots.
cornhole games.
Yes.
Man, I was at the Rock Yard and I saw like some dudes going in there to play cornhole and they had like sponsor shirts on and stuff. And
Yes.
I was like, my God, it's like a bass fisherman for people who can't afford a boat.
Did he give you the list of questions too?
No. Nope, just observational.
Yeah.
Yes. There are guys wearing jerseys out there, women wearing jerseys as well.
You got your name on
Yes,
some, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Dude.
I have players out there.
Tell us about it.
At the Rock Yard, well, every Wednesday night at 6:30 at the Rock Yard in Trenton, Texas, we do a Switch Holio there.
Switch Holio?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're just making stuff up. At
It
this
does.
Yeah.
The deeper you go into cornhole, the more you think this isn't real, but it is.
So what's a switch hole?
Yeah.
Okay, so a Switch Holio is the start of the tournament. What they do is they'll call out you and your partner, okay? And then you'll play one game. Okay. The next time you play, you're gonna play with a different person. The next time you play, it's gonna be with a different person. They keep up
Partner wise, right?
partner wise.
Okay.
They'll do that for 4 rounds. Then after that right there, they take your PPR, your points per round. You get the average of that right there. Mainly they take top to bottom, which the very first person on top and the very first person on bottom will be together, and they go all the way down in the middle. And that will be your partner for the actual tournament. So you switched it all up for your
So you
Holio.
can't go in there with your guy that you know is gonna.
Sometimes you have a bring your own partner tournament,
Okay.
and we do have those at the Rock Yard as well. And that is what you can do. You can bring anybody you want to.
Well, how does it work? What's the normal situation on like a I don't know, sanctioned cornhole tournament in a league somewhere? Is it not you show up with your dude and like y'all wreck shop, or it's random partners or something?
Both.
Two different styles then.
Right.
Both. Mainly it's at leagues and stuff like that. They'll do a random draw.
A fair tournament kind of, and then
And in league, what they're doing is going for points towards the end of their season to win money, trips, whatnot.
gotcha. What's the payout or prize up there at the Rock Yard?
Depending on how many is there, but it's usually first place is going to probably take on 125 to 170 per person.
Cool.
There's quite a few people there. We average probably about 25 teams.
Nice.
What a time to be alive.
Wednesdays,
Wednesdays, 6:30,
6:30 at the Rock Yard.
Trenton, Texas.
Trenton. Did they have like custom boards and stuff over there?
As a matter of fact, they do. They have 8 very, very nice sets of custom boards that I made for them from
Yeah?
TBG
Oh, yeah?
Cornhole. Yes.
So it wasn't just a good question.
No. It was
Spot on.
It
Right
was. And they play perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of starting to feel like Trenton's like the epicenter of Texas cornhole.
I know.
I'm trying to get it that way.
I know. It's becoming a destination.
Yes.
People in Iowa are like, man, are we gonna make it to Trenton this year?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
The East Coasters.
get in
Hey,
the
yeah.
truck and road
Well,
trip.
Hey,
well,
that,
hey,
hey, that farmer with the mullet, that kid's going places. Hopefully Trenton this year. Maybe next. You know?
Rock Yard bound, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but the owner there, he really does a good job of providing for the people that play cornhole because he really likes cornhole
y'all
as
been
well.
doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Probably a year now.
Cool.
Mhm.
I feel like cornhole could like poach from like the curling leagues.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna start getting mad because they can't field their curling team. You know, like, ooh, that kid got on the old on the old cornhole now. Don't you know?
I watched
feel like
curling
it's kind of in
last
the
night.
same, you know. It's
You
kinda,
need to watch. No. Curling's awesome.
Hey,
Don't get
curling
me-
is awesome. I just feel
But-
like it's kind of in the same.
No, if you watch some good guys or girls play cornhole, then you'll see, and your opinion about it will change, because the things that these
I actually have a great opinion about both. It just blows my mind they're as popular as they are.
yeah, they are.
Curling more so than cornhole, for
Well,
sure.
listen,
Curling,
I've got a lot of love for curling because if I'm ever going to execute upon my childhood dream of being an Olympic athlete, it's
That'd be
the
it.
only thing left for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
you know?
No,
Yeah.
because I bet you Nickel says cornhole will be in the Olympics. Probably not this coming one, but the next.
I feel like
You
I'd be
reckon?
better at curling than cornhole.
yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
you know?
You any good at shuffleboard?
Yeah,
It's pretty fun.
I like shuffleboard.
How many curling arenas do you know around
You
here?
should make some,
They do them at ice arenas like
yeah.
Star Centers.
I've seen people doing it.
An hour away.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
But they've got leagues, all those.
You can play cornhole in your backyard.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is
That's true.
true. You should make a shuffleboard table. That would be an interesting.
It's all wood, isn't it?
Maybe when
I
I
can do that.
when I get wealthy and start my own bar or
And
something.
have a
I'll-
40-foot long room.
yeah,
Yeah.
and 72 friends to move it
Yeah.
Yeah.
to move it in.
Those things are huge.
They are huge. But we've played a lot of shuffleboard. Like for some reason in Deep Ellum, I remember playing shuffleboard in Deep Ellum.
Possibly.
Some bar in Deep Ellum. Anyway, yeah, I'm a
The
fan.
Dusty Saddle.
Ah,
They have it.
Yeah.
Really? Huh. Anyway, yeah. But see, that'd be a cool one. And you could even use some of your birch on that. You know,
Yeah.
18 millimeter.
and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume.
You're doing back to the graphics though. You're doing
Ah.
graphics on the boards.
Direct printed.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are. That is not a decal, vinyl wrap, anything like that. It goes through a HP direct print machine. All the graphics.
Nice.
Huh.
Yes.
So let me ask some pricing questions then.
Mm-hmm.
So like something like just a basic board, you know, like no graphics.
What if I wanted to be like 18-inch or 18 millimeter Baltic birch?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just the look, you know,
Yeah.
either cleared or
Rustic look.
300.
300.
Okay.
Yeah.
like clear coat or
Yeah,
something like that.
300 for your basic set with
What's
no
the
graphics.
finish on that?
Polyacrylic.
Cool. Is that standard?
That's
accept-
what I use.
Standard for TBG.
That's right.
Okay, so what if I say give you like a military unit emblem patch to replicate onto the board? You start adding some graphics and stuff. I'm guessing it can get, depending on the level of complexity, it can get pretty expensive. I bet.
Yes. I won't do military graphics. Wink, wink. Because I'm not licensed.
Oh yeah. Well, matter of fact,
But
right?
can I? Yes.
Sure, you have the capability to.
Yes.
And the unit patch that I will be commissioning from you is also not licensed. We wear it on our uniform anyway, but it's not licensed through anything.
Right on.
So something we made in house. Cool. All right. Well,
Do you have it in vector form?
Do you have a vector file? Still don't know what a vector. I think we had a podcast about that, and I still
I
don't know
have
what a
15
vector file.
emails asking for a vector file, and I just gave up.
Could somebody come out with a way to do these things without a vector file?
I think you've got it kind of figured out, don't you?
A little bit.
But he's like a vector file. would make
But
it
that's
easier.
usually the
I
thing
love and
when
hate
dealing-
graphic designers.
when dealing with the graphic. I know we've talked about this probably
with the
Knucklehead.
Knucklehead, yeah.
yeah.
Probably just randomly on a recap or something.
From my knowledge, if you have the original vector file, it's the best.
Yeah. See,
You can blow it up as big as a billboard.
it doesn't
Yes,
change
you
the
can.
dimensions.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably said this exact same thing.
well,
Sorry.
here's what's interesting to me. When Knucklehead guys were explaining what it is, it was as if they were explaining to me, to my ears, like Chinese algebra.
Yeah.
Like I still walked away from the conversation not really knowing what it is, you know. So, or how to get it.
Yeah.
So,
You got a bunch of custom graphics under your belt then?
Yes.
Cool. What's anything popular or any doubles or
Yeah.
standard graphics or anything?
Margaritaville kind of looking themed graphics that I had over the
No,
summer
you
did
mean
well.
Margaritaville?
Yes, I do. Now I got in trouble the other day. I got a deal on Facebook saying that I better not be doing OU's logos anymore.
Like a Facebook cease and desist.
It pretty much. They sent it twice as well, and I just took stuff down. I said, I'm not going to argue with you.
It's probably just some OU fan. They're not bright up there, so
Probably so, because I just got hacked yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
So a lot of these things happening on Facebook are all happening at once.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I used to be I was on the old Facebooks a lot, man. I haven't been on it lately. My life's happier for it.
I haven't been
too.
hacked
Well,
that I know of.
I just it's because you posted the I do not give Facebook permission.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I did that
Yeah.
in 2007.
Yeah.
They're
You've
like,
never
hey,
been-
hey,
Yeah.
see what he did in 07?
Yeah.
He copied and pasted it.
Yep.
Hackers are like, all right, Matthew, good
Yeah.
job.
Got to find another one.
I'm going to ignore that Norton antivirus
Yeah.
algorithm and check out your copy and paste. Anyway. Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Margaritaville.
Yeah, they did
It's
real
fun.
well over the summer.
Cool.
Always flags. Always do
yeah,
good.
I bet flags do well. Sports
Uh,
teams, I'm guessing.
Sports teams,
Public domain,
weddings.
public domain stuff.
Wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Lots of weddings.
Do I have a surprise for you?
What's that,
I've got a
Matthew?
venue right next door.
You do not.
We might do some custom boards for you.
Yeah,
Rock
that
and
could be
roll.
part of the package deal.
Because
Yeah.
what you do is you get these custom boards made, and I don't finish them. We bring them up here while the ceremony is going on, and after that, you have everybody sign it like your guest book.
Oh,
I'll come back. I'll get those boards so they're not messed up. Clear over that so none of the signatures get messed up. Get them to the bride and groom, and boom.
Look at you. I was thinking like their picture on it or something.
I can do that too.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever they want.
Nothing like throwing weighted bags at a picture of your
Of you and your
spouse.
I
better
know.
half.
That's kind of funny to me too, because I would have never thought of it. But yeah.
I could just see somebody getting really aggressive during a tense part in their marriage, and their friends are looking at them weird, like, "Bro, are you all right?"
He really likes cornhole this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or he starts jumping his motorcycle over his boards.
He's burning his cornhole boards.
yeah. That's one way to remove the picture, I guess.
Yeah.
So how often do they play up at the Rock Yard?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday we play up there.
Whiskey Wednesdays at the Celt and Cornhole Wednesdays at Rock
Yep.
Yard.
Yep.
Seems like I have a
And since
decision to
you-
make.
Well, no, you can go to the Celt and
Have a couple whiskeys.
have a couple whiskeys and say, hey, you know what? Y'all need some cornhole boards. And I know a guy
That's true.
that can make you a
That's
custom
true.
set with the Celt on them.
Ah, that's a good idea.
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
They have room.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone has room.
No,
Sidewalk.
the sidewalk right to the because I didn't realize it, but they have an entrance on the Louisiana side or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were doing some work the other day, and I walked in through that entrance. I felt kind of weird, like I was coming in through the back door or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, right there on the sidewalk they do.
How is, let's take a step back. How is the cornhole league system organized? Is there like an NFL of cornhole?
Yes, there is.
Ah,
And that
Is
would be
that-
the ACL, American Cornhole League.
ACL.
Hmm
Is that what I see on TV?
That's what you see on ESPN. It sure is. And
Gotcha.
those men and women right there are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen a few rounds, and it's a lot of airmail.
Yeah.
I noticed some really
Not
good
throwing.
players out there. You been to one of their events?
I have not
ACL?
had the chance to go to one yet, but hopefully soon.
Is it centrally located, or are there like pockets of league or districts or something like that?
There's different areas that they cover throughout the United States.
State by state, county by county? How's it go?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to speak on the ACL's behalf.
Okay. Any local stuff, league wise, or
Yes, there's TCL, Texas Cornhole League.
Texas Corn. Okay.
And
They
they
probably have a podcast.
Yeah, there's guys that I think.
I guarantee you can go to Apple Podcasts and
Oh yeah.
I know you can.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the name of it? Let's make one up. The
Yeah.
name of a cornhole podcast.
I won't have to think about that. Give me till the end of the episode.
If you say it, someone's already thought of it.
Yeah. Cornhold. It had to be said, though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Thanks. You're listening to Cornhold with Matthew and James. Yeah. Or some like early 2000s sick new metal riff.
Yeah.
Like the Ultimate Fighter used to have.
Yes.
That was a pretty sick riff, though, man.
Bagged.
Yeah, bagged.
You're listening to Bagged,
That might not be bad for
the
y'all.
podcast that rocks.
Hey, can I
What?
bring up something? Sorry, this is not
Yeah.
cornhole related.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think about the Eagles changing format?
Yeah, you've been watching that, listening to it,
A little.
following, I guess.
Yeah, it hasn't grabbed me.
You know the backstory. And
Well,
all
I
that?
mean, the old Grey Wolf's there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I saw Pugs. So I can't remember how, but I turned on I don't listen to the radio much, but I turned on my radio and I put it on 97.1. It was playing something funky. And I was like, that's old school hip hop. That's odd, you know? And
the freak songs.
yeah, well, so I know about
That's
that.
what it was?
Yeah, and so I was like, that's weird. And then a couple days later, I turned it off. A couple days later, I saw Pugs post something about how he's real excited about this. I think he may even be doing like a weekend show or something on it, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It'd be interesting to get his take.
Yeah, and but he was pumped about it. He thought he was like, if there's one man that can, you know,
That's probably right.
yeah. So I've listened to a couple of times. Hasn't really grabbed me.
Yeah.
Have you checked it out at all?
I've listened a little bit. It's very similar to what I'm used to
yeah.
from them.
What's DFW going to do for like heavier type music?
They've got rock on 97.2 or 1.2. The what do you call it? Digital channel.
Oh, how do you get there?
It's the same that I'm not sure.
Oh,
But
interesting.
yeah, if you've got a radio that does the point
Right.
whatever.
Mine just goes up in odd numbers.
HD.
Yeah.
HD radio. Yeah.
HD. Yes, thank you. Did yours
Yeah.
do that?
My
Yes.
truck's a 2010,
Okay.
so.
you get the original. Still get the regular Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
So
on
the
there.
Eagle's not gone.
From what I know, I haven't listened to it
It's
clearly.
probably just a Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
Because I know like they canked what was left of the Russ Martin show.
Right.
You know, I saw a big post Dan O'Malley put out thanking everybody for their support.
Did
You know
they ever show the autopsy how he died?
No,
What a morbid question.
no, but I was interested too because he
See?
was really health oriented there for the last
Yeah.
like several years. But then I heard he took a hard turn. I think it was years of hard living. I mean, alcohol obviously had something to do with it. But the show was garbage after he left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan, what's sad to me though is the Russ Martin Listeners Foundation. Like, what's going to happen to that?
Yeah.
It's probably just going to go away.
Yeah. Good question.
O'Malley said they were going to keep it going, but how do you keep it going with no branding or marketing?
In another city,
Maybe.
potentially.
Well, and that's what Pugs and Kelly did when they finally got canked here in North Texas. They went down to Waco for a while.
Yeah.
You know, so, huh.
Waco's booming.
It is booming.
Magnolia. I mean, Magnolia 101.
Yeah. In partnership with Bagged.
And Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yeah. They've just changed it to Chip and Joanna Gaines, Texas. Now, no, I drove through that. That McLean Stadium is aggressive,
Yeah.
dude. It is pretty impressive.
It's like, hey, I'm right by the highway.
Yeah. Very loudly. I mean, it basically taps on the
It
window,
does.
you know?
And the river.
Yeah, you're like, where? Oh, Waco. I'm in Waco. That's where I'm at.
McLean.
Yeah, McLean.
Got it.
Yeah, right outside of Chip and Joanna Gaines' town. Yeah.
I'd stop rear-ending people if I wasn't looking at the stadium.
Yeah. Dude, we drove to Spring Branch this weekend, and it took 7 hours.
I believe it.
We picked the kids up from school. Took us. It was like 6 o'clock by the time we got to like Waxahachie, and we had left at 3:30. It was wretched, dude.
I did that about 2 months ago.
Man, it's wretched. Then it was like 4.5, 5 hours coming back. It's fine. Yeah. But Anyhow, sorry,
Yeah.
sidetracked the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm talking
okay.
about autopsies and Eagle music. So
You're doing custom work on these things.
Yes, anything you want.
Is that just for locals or like do you
No.
ship them?
I'll ship them anywhere you want.
Cool.
Any state. I'll ship them to Canada.
Is that an added cost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shipping is added. Shipping is not included.
Probably
in
cost
the
a lot to ship a couple cornhole
It
boards. How
does.
big is that?
The box.
That's got to be a big box.
Yes, it's probably 26, 8 deep,
Probably 50 inches or
50,
so.
yeah, 50 inches. Yeah, and it weighs about 60 pounds
Yeah.
once it's shipped.
Yeah,
Once they're shipped.
that's
it's big.
Yes.
No, I've helped
Boards
him
do not
pack
come with bags either.
I'm just kidding. I've helped him bag a couple up or box a couple up. I guess.
Box, yeah.
you gonna get into the bag making?
Ooh, good
I've
question.
got some manufacturers I'm talking to right now.
Matthew will know the right texture. And
Set him up. Set him up. Knock him down. Give me a call. Give me a call when you're ready for some. I hate to be the one to mooch off you when you're, just coming out, but yeah, give me a call whenever you get them done.
You can break in the bags.
I'll be your first guinea pig.
I wish my only good jokes weren't about bags.
Yeah, at my expense.
It's all right.
This is the life we live up here,
No,
man.
I put it out there, man. I could have been quiet about it.
No,
I could have not told anybody.
It was
but
the right decision.
I read all the comments today, and I saw the people that enjoyed it, and I thought, you know what, that was worth it.
It's totally worth it, dude. It's totally worth it.
It made me laugh again. And I think some people laughed today too.
Well, didn't remember that. Like, I'm sure we talked about
I
it.
do.
Yeah, yeah. You tried to force it out of your memory, but no, I don't have any recollection. My memory's pretty good. I didn't have any recollection of that, and when it hit me, so to speak, this time.
Where are you shipping to?
Anywhere you want.
Okay.
Where you at? That's where I'll
probably
ship
not
them.
like France.
Maybe not like
I'll ship them to
Russia.
France.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna
don't-
cost you a pretty penny though.
Don't
It's
send it
called-
to Russia though, because don't give
I'm
them
not-
back any of
I'm
that
not gonna give
birch.
it back.
Yeah.
Once I've got it's mine. It's mine.
Greedy imperialist.
I'm serious, this-
imperialist. Sorry.
This birch, it had a drought spell about a year ago, and it was really, really hard to find. It got really, really, really expensive. From 2 years ago, when you bought the same sheet for $55, and it got up to $120.
Wow.
And then when people were finding it, they was buying as much as they could because literally there's not a whole lot of shipping. They don't really care about shipping wood, not just saying it's Russia or something like that. But that's where the wood comes from over that area, and they don't care about shipping it over here. So the price went up, and everybody couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And when
Wait
you
till I
could-
tell you about computer chips.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
Right?
The
China.
CHIPS Act.
Yeah, I would like to see a cornhole board made out of like really pretty like Spanish cedar or something. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
there's guys that make them out of all
Yeah.
kinds of.
Cement.
Yeah.
There is.
They do.
Really?
They do, yeah. They'll
Yeah.
put them in parks.
Oh, that makes sense. I guess.
I mean,
I
they'll-
can't imagine
Not
that.
the best.
Yeah.
they'll
play,
beat your
probably.
bags up. But
so will Matthew.
Man. Dang, it's rough in here. Is it hot? Is it hot in here? God.
I'd like to see some like
I'm sure there's going to be about 5 more before we stop.
maybe, I don't know. I want to get to the point where you start reaching like you
Yeah.
did the other night.
Are you doing this on purpose?
No, it's a blessing right now, or a curse.
Oh,
I don't
good
know.
job.
I want to see real snobby cornhole board people that are like, I had mine, built out of a single piece of granite or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
there is.
Oh,
Like
Jesus.
bull-nosed edges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a router recently, so I figured I could say bull-nosed.
You have the credentials.
I routed. I borrowed yours.
You did a good job on
I
that.
thought I said, yeah, thank you.
You did.
Oh, man, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
We got.
Do you do like When I started Jeep stuff, one of the first, like with a product, one of the first things I noticed a lot of is like people would drop in my DMs and be like, "Hey, can you sponsor me?" And I'd be like, "Man, I can't sponsor 5,000 people."
Yeah.
You know, so you got to just like turn all that down a lot of times. But
Yeah.
have you gotten into sponsors or anything?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I've got some players out there that are sponsored. Sure do.
Cool. How's that working?
Pretty good.
Any top quality players?
Oh yeah.
You gotta say yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Always.
Good sponsor. Although they should be saying that about you because they're the player, right? That's how it works. Anyway, who you got? What are they playing? Who you got and where are they playing?
Oh, where are they playing? Oh, I thought you said, what are they playing? I was like, Matthew, we're having a cornhole podcast right now.
Yeah.
That's what they're playing.
They play like local.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they play local, and some of them play in other states. Oklahoma. There's some events up there, big events in Oklahoma that players go to.
Cool.
Especially at the casino, Choctaw.
Doesn't surprise me that Oklahoma's a big cornhole destination. Honestly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, those guys up there can throw.
Oh, yeah, I bet they can.
They can.
Roll the joints all wrong, though.
Yeah.
No.
What? Not now.
Yeah, not now. They got a lot of practice.
Rag, we can take that back.
They do it legally now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That song didn't
Age well.
age well. Thank you.
That's funny. Did Oklahoma go full legal? Or is it
No.
just medicinal only right now?
It's just medical right now.
But it's kind of one of those like, I got glaucoma, and they write you a card or whatever.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. That's cool.
How did cornhole get its name?
I have no idea.
Oh, you got to know that.
I
dude.
could take a guess.
All right.
Get to teach me something about.
I bet
What
that
this podcast is all about.
Damn.
they took dry kernel corn and made bags out of the, that was the filler for the bags,
Yep.
and then you threw it in a hole.
Well, you're close.
Yeah.
The first game started out with rocks, not corn,
It's a rock hole.
but stones being thrown into a hole in the ground.
Yeah, almost like washers.
Okay.
This is where it originated. Give me a state if you can.
I'm going to
This
say
is where I
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Or no, Indiana.
Indiana.
I think Ohio.
You are correct.
Good.
Cincinnati, more specifically,
Yeah.
is claiming the origin of cornhole.
Right on.
Good question here for the novice. How's the scoring work?
0 to 21, and it's cancellation scoring, which means however many points you have at the end of that round versus how many points the other team has or the other person has at that round. You take those numbers, subtract them. Whichever one had the most points gets that many points.
So how much is a sinker worth?
A sinker?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's good.
Are we fishing?
I don't
No,
know.
he-
Airmail? What?
He was telling me a story the other day of somebody coming up and being in the cornhole realm, and they didn't know the jargon. I guess
Yeah.
it was very similar to that. That's why I laughed. I'm
Yeah.
not laughing at
No,
you.
No.
Yeah.
Like you've been laughing at me at my expense all night.
If you put it in the hole,
Yeah.
it's 3 points. You put
Three.
it on the board, it's
Sure.
1 point.
So if I threw one bag and one in the hole,
Mhm.
that's 3 points.
That's 3.
And then you throw as an opposing member,
Mhm.
you throw and you get one on the board. It's 2 points for me then.
That is correct.
Gotcha. See, I could do the math. It's directly proportionate to how much
But
beer I
it's
drink.
a beer sport too,
Yeah.
which
That's-
makes it difficult.
yeah.
Well, and what I have noticed is, like, take golf, for instance. I said this weekend to my brother-in-law. I said, I play the best golf of my life at 3 beers deep.
Yeah.
I play the worst golf of my life at 4 beers deep. And, like, greatness
After
rides
that.
on, like, a knife edge, you know?
Yeah. There's T-shirts about that in cornhole about
Really?
the fine line. Of,
Yeah.
I go 3 and about 2/3 of a game.
Yep.
That's about as far as I make it. And they're like, all right, I'll just stand over here and talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like throwing darts or playing pool. I have what I call my beer window. Like,
Right.
it's kind of a graduating curve. It levels out, and then I'm in the
Get
window.
it. You're
and then-
done. All right.
Yeah.
No, yep, you're done.
I also know this though. The front of your boards in cornhole are 27 feet apart,
That was my next question.
Oh, dude. Yeah. See, I'm always.
Look at that. That was my next question.
Yeah.
and I know
Why 27 feet apart?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of reasons, but I know one reason, I know something that's 27 feet wide, and that is a double wide trailer home. So my theory on
Very
it was
apropos.
it probably started in like a trailer park, and
Yes.
everybody's got 2 pieces of wood. Everybody can cut a hole in them.
Yeah.
Everybody's got some old socks or something laying around.
They probably cut that hole in it with your skill saw.
And Jim and Steve played it over at Jim's house, and sure enough,
They had a good time.
they had a good time. You can go to Steve's house, play it there too,
Yeah.
because you know exactly how far to put them boards apart. It's 27 feet.
Yes.
So since everybody's 27 feet, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, then got bigger from there.
Can't go to James's. He loaded in a single wide. It's a lot easier, you know? Yeah. A lot easier.
Peasant.
Can you go over 21?
27?
It doesn't matter. There is no
No,
bust.
21 points.
There is
Yes.
no
Oh,
bust.
sorry, I went back to points there.
Yes, there is no bust.
Okay.
There is no bust. There is no.
So if somebody says
Going
there's
back.
a bust, don't believe them.
No, don't believe him.
Can you throw overhand?
No.
Gotta
I didn't know that.
As far as I know, all the rules pretty much say that you have to go underhand. I've never seen one that says you can go overhand.
be. Again, that's the Freestyle Cornhole League.
Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah.
What's like the most common technique, if you can kind of explain it? Like pancake the bag? Or
Yeah, what you want to do is
fluff it.
fluff your bags.
I knew Matthew was going to go with that one.
Sorry.
It's kind of his dominant pathway there.
Well,
the
you know,
trend.
some people flip their bags, spin their bags while they're waiting. They could fluff them.
Yeah.
What was the question? What's the most common way to? Yeah,
It's
you
like-
want to throw it flat. You want to throw a flat bag.
Flat spinning spiral. That's how I see mostly.
Yes, it's going to be spinning clockwise. If you're throwing right-handed, it'll
See 'em
be
left-handed, I'm going
counterclockwise,
clockwise.
coming out of our hand. So yeah, whenever you release it, you want your hand to be as flat as it can be, because that'll help the bag get as flat as it can be. And whenever it hits the board, wherever it hits, it'll slide straighter, being a flat bag, than one side or the other. Because if it does land, if the bag lands on the left side, it tends to kick to the right. If it lands on the right side, it tends to kick to the left. And if you're not accounting for that, then it's not going to do what you want it to. So especially when you start out, you want to try to throw a nice flat bag to go right up the middle of the board and in the hole.
What's the school of thought? Airmail all day, or try to block or something?
Throw it up the middle of the board whenever you start out.
Slide it up the board. And
Yes.
If it blocks,
No
great.
sinkers.
No sinkers.
If
That,
it-
a lot of people try to play over their abilities. So whenever you're starting out, throw everything right up the middle of the board.
Yeah.
Until you get that down, don't do anything else.
Sounds like golf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People
Th-
are like,
hit
I'm
it
going to
right-
try to fade this shot. It's like,
No.
no, just hit it down the
No,
fairway.
just hit it down the middle.
Yeah.
Just throw it down the middle. Well, my opponent's bag's right there. Throw it down the middle.
Yeah.
So what? Until you can do that right there on a consistent basis, just throw it down the middle.
Right.
And then after that, you can start working on cut shots, roll shots, airmails.
cut shots.
Yeah, that's where the opponent's bag will be kind of in front of the hole, and you can literally throw your bag to that side, to one side or the other, and it will come back the opposite way and cut around
Hmm.
the opponent's bag and go
Pretty
in
wild,
the
huh?
hole.
That's impressive.
Oh, their roll shots. They'll go right up the middle and roll over someone else's bag
Right.
to go in the hole.
It's pretty cool.
Yes, straight shot up the middle and airmail shots that's
The technique to master.
well, that's what a lot of people start doing, and which is good and everything. But once they've got that down, there's guys that can just throw these shots that are crazy and make things happen that you couldn't believe happen.
Hmm.
There's exciting shots in cornhole. I promise you, there is.
I believe it.
You and one somebody, that crowd's gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's like the biggest payout or tournament that there is or you've seen?
The biggest one was this past ACL. The winners, $40,000 I think it was
Shoot.
something close to that.
Why aren't we playing cornhole?
40K.
Yeah. So, yeah, 40 grand
Wow.
or a little more. I can't remember the exact number.
Who are the big sponsors in the cornhole right now? Like big name big companies and stuff.
BG. I don't know. I don't want to give her. I ain't trying to
I'm
get.
saying like does Kroger sponsor? Like I'm talking about like big companies that are outside.
Oh,
of,
Johnsonville.
Oh yeah, the sausages.
Yeah, Johnsonville and stuff like that.
That's Matthew's biggest sponsor, too.
Shout out BG though. Throw me some free stuff like everybody else wants.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Johnsonville.
so much material here.
There's sausages and cornholes,
Coincidentally, what Matthew
bags.
My question I just drew says, what did Matthew grab at the pub the other night?
That's because I replaced them all with that
Thank
question.
you.
Golly.
Sorry, our awful side stories
That's
hijacked.
hilarious,
You're
though.
fine.
How many did you get there?
I got one.
You got them all?
I got one.
All right, go for it.
What song automatically? We're doing 5 questions with you. I think we just wrapped it up.
Yeah, kind
We
of.
didn't even do that, man. Tell us about your socials,
Oh,
social medias, and all that stuff because we didn't even
Facebook or Instagram, TBG Cornhole.
Yeah.
Look me up.
Yep.
Follow me, like me.
Shoot you a message to order. How am I going to
Yes.
order if I want something?
If you want something, you can message TBG Cornhole or you can message me personally, Kevin Moore,
There's like
and-
5 million of those.
in Trenton, Texas.
Yeah. Is that how you find? Like you're the only one, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
Trenton,
Website will be live in about a week, I found out.
Cool.
I'm working on that, and I'm sorry to everybody that I don't have it because I need to have that.
Good deal. You got anything else you want to talk about? Anything we left out?
No, y'all did good.
Okay. We got a little side.
Y'all did no, y'all.
I think we drug it all out of you.
Y'all did some research. Yeah, y'all did good. Y'all did good. Some of the questions stumped me a little bit, and I'm sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. But at the end of every episode, we like to do 5 questions. What song would automatically play on your phone when you plug it into the car? It's kind of a specific question. Do you have that situation?
Mm-mm. Probably,
pass.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lately, mine has been The More I See by.
Well, I take that back. Okay, if because I'm very, I think it's eclectic. You say when you like a lot of varieties of something or another, and for the past few days, it's been Wu-Tang.
Okay. Good answer. A lot of times, my phone when I plug it in, it plays the first thing automatically under a songs.
Yeah,
Sorry, alphabetically. Did I say automatically?
you did.
Alphabetically under songs. So the first one in my library is called Afraid. Plays that every time I plug it in.
So lately, mine's been changing. It doesn't do it alphabetically anymore, and like I just plugged it in the other day, and my I don't listen to Apple Music. I listen to Spotify, but for some reason, when I plug it in, it always comes up to the iPod, which I used to listen to, and lately it's been The More I See by Metallica.
My Spotify won't play when plugged in. Only when on Bluetooth. It's very frustrating. Don't know why.
All right, let me go with my next one. We're gonna keep it with a song here. If you could have a song play every time you walked into a room, what would it be? Like your walkout song, you know?
Oh, I know.
That's
what
a
it
good
is.
question.
I mean, I know what I can tell you
What?
about you.
Which one?
Good song for you.
What would it be?
I want to see you answer this question.
I don't. No, I really don't. Oh no, I don't know.
So I usually say Natural One by Folk Implosion. You know? Might change that up. This go around.
Slipknot, Wait and Bleed, probably.
Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah.
aggressive. I like that. Matthew?
I think we've done this before, and I always say Van Halen's right now.
Okay.
I like the little whatchamacallit, the piano entrance
Yeah. Yeah.
or intro.
You about to show us something?
Well, I was figuring you might say the outfield.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, that was,
Right? Am I right?
I love that song. Hey, that song made a lot of memories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember you blaring it one time in your truck. It just always stuck out when I heard that song.
Blared.
What's the name of the song?
Your Love.
I don't wanna use you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
What's the name of the song by? I think it's the Clash maybe or the Who. It plays in every like teenage coming of age movie. Oh, hold on. I got it. I know what it is.
Google it.
No, it's hold on. I just can't think of the song. Jeez. Liked songs. Baba O'Reilly. You know that?
Help me out. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like that song too.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
It was in Napoleon,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, it was. What's the next question?
When was the last time you were on a boat?
2000. How old's probably?
Did it have to be in the water?
Eight,
I'm-
maybe.
I can't wait till your answer.
Yeah, it's just
Maybe 2008, 2009.
So you're not much of a seaman.
No.
I had to stretch
Matthew would
it.
know.
I had to stretch it.
I don't let it go past the bags.
Good. Good.
I was on mine when I went and picked it up from the shop the other day,
Oh,
getting it all
Oh yeah.
all strapped down.
Stepping on it.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up. Pulling
Um,
rat poop out of it.
Yes. Why are you pooping on my boat, man?
Rat poop.
Oh, okay.
Rats.
Remember all that rat poop we pulled off your boat?
It's terrible, dude. Who is the most famous person you've met?
Michael Finley
That's a good one.
Michael Finley of the
and Nick
of
Van
your-
Exel.
of your Dallas Mavericks.
Yes, I was working for an electrical company, wiring houses, whatnot, and we were in a big old mansion, and I was wiring a plug, and they told me it was Michael Finley's house, and you knew it was because in his game room it had him stretched out across the world, literally this poster of him. But anyways, I was sitting there wiring up a plug, and looked up, and two guys walked past me, and it was Michael Finley. And then Nick Van Exel walks by and I was like, "What's up?" And he looks down and goes, "What's up?" And I just smiled. It was cool. So yeah, that's the most famous people I've ever met.
Cool.
They said, "What's up, dude?"
Been in their house.
Yeah, I have a lot. Long time ago.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day about some people, like funny people that I've met that are kind of famous, and that would be a good like, which one of these haven't I done? Okay, so have I ever strapped Chuck Norris up to bungee jump? Am I lying or not?
I think you're lying on that one.
Have I ever hugged Dennis Rodman?
True.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I ever shaken Debo's hand?
Yes.
Have I ever taken a picture with Roseanne Barr?
No.
No.
Have you ever made Tony Hawk say something?
I was going to say that, but I figured you knew it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did strap Chuck Norris up to bungee jump. That was true.
Wow.
Rock and roll.
At zero gravity?
On Father's Day.
Nice.
Yeah. His whole family came in.
Yeah. Chuck Norris didn't bungee jump. He just, I don't know, pushed
That's a
the
pretty
earth down or
wild
something.
thing to say,
Yeah. That is.
you know?
You know what?
And then saw him on the Donnie Murray show.
You know what a
10 years
good
back.
a good siren on the road thing would be to do?
What's that?
Fly to New Zealand and do the shot over canyon swing.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Maybe we could get Zane Lamprey to come. do
I
it with
got
us again.
my dude David Lewis helps me out with the CNC. He's from New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
a
That's right.
Kiwi.
He is a Kiwi.
He could let us bungee jump off a helicopter.
I bet he has.
It just keeps getting more extreme. Yeah. Speaking on that though, like you see all this bungee jump, I skydive. When I saw Travis Pastrana go out the door without a parachute on, I was like, "That's enough. That's too much." Like I get it, and he's probably going to be fine. He was fine,
Yeah.
right? He had pros there that hooked up. I got it. It's too much. There's too much stuff that can just go a little wobbly there.
What about the dude that jumped with no parachute at all and went to the net?
Yeah.
It's too
That
much.
guy, holy smokes.
It's
He
too
was
much.
in outer space.
Oh, that dude.
No, that's a different dude.
yeah.
Oh, what
I'm
he
talking
do?
a guy
At
who
least
just
he had a parachute, but
this guy parachuted with. Well, he jumped out of a plane with no parachute, and they had a net set up. And he had to hit.
I understand.
He had to see it and hit it
Mm.
perfect.
Good for him.
Yeah, and then he had to flip his body at the last minute to land on his
Uh-huh.
back,
Or it would crack his
or it
back.
would have split him
think.
U-shaped the other way.
Scorpion.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty gnarly.
what gives you anxiety when you watch it? Like,
My wife's dating shows.
well, that's just because it's not that enjoyable.
Well, it's pretty awkward,
Yeah. So
and there's a lot of drama and high tension.
yeah. So I just get cringe factor there, like watching the first episodes of like The Voice or whatever, or American Idol.
The bad ones.
When they suck, I can't watch it. I get secondhand embarrassment. Like I don't like it. But it doesn't give me anxiety. I'm just like, ugh, it's gross. It's awful. Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, we make fun of ourselves on here, but I'm not gonna go up and try to sing.
We sure do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go up and try to sing like, I don't know, Barbra Streisand or something.
Yeah.
You know. So, well,
Huh?
that's about it.
TBGcornhole.com coming soon.
Yes.
Is that going to be the website?
Yes, it is.
Till
Oh,
then,
right
find
on.
it on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
Hit my boy Kevin up for some premium 18 millimeter Baltic birch
Shaped into your finest cornhole boards.
cornhole boards. Top of the line.
Thanks, Kevin.
We'll see you.
Thanks, guys.